Hi YouTube, I wanted to give you an update on my earlier video regarding the electric mower that I purchased after a couple of months worth of use. One of the things that I wanted to give you an update on were the controls of the mower. We briefly discussed them the last time, but I wanted to go a little bit more into detail of the things that you can adjust, some of which are a little bit different than the gas-powered version of the mower. Let me show you the vehicle control module, what they call. Really consists of a series of buttons here. As you can, some of the differences for the mower from the gas-powered mower is that this has, the PTO button for the power takeoff that turns on the blades, the reverse caution module, which allows you to mow in reverse. It has the button for the front light, which is pretty nifty. It allows you to mow at night. It has a cruise control button if you're mowing long distances and just don't want to worry about pressing on the accelerator. And obviously it's got the on and off button, which you see here. The key is in the on position. You essentially press the on button, and then the mower is active. And you can begin, at this point, either rolling it or actually mowing the lawn. Okay, so a couple of things I wanted to show you was the fact that it does have a brake pedal here. And if you come around, I'll show you the other controls on the right side. It's got a the deck adjustment is right here. Runs from 1 through 5, 1 inch, and the top position at 5 is actually 4 inches. I usually mow it a little bit higher, at about 3 1/4 inches here in number 4. One of the things that you want to take note of is that it's got an accelerator pedal, which obviously goes forward. That same pedal, when you press the rear, takes you in reverse. It comes equipped with a hydrostatic automatic transmission. You don't have to worry about changing any gears. It does have a parking brake. If you depress the brake and you put it in this position, essentially it's parked. I never use the brake. Mostly, mow on flat, pretty flat territory, so I don't have to worry about that. As I may have mentioned earlier, it comes with a 56-volt battery, 1,500 watts. It's rated for about an acre. In my case, I have about 1/3 of an acre, so I don't consume more than maybe 1/3 or 40% of the battery capacity as I mow. The speed of the mower itself is a little bit faster than the gas-powered one. It runs about 5.5 miles an hour, so it's pretty peppy. You may have seen it when I came back. All right, in terms of the operation of the mower itself, I've actually already turned it on in order to activate the motor itself so that it'll run. You have to press it. You have to press the brake as a safety. Push the on till you hear a beep. At that point, you can either go back or forth, or turn on the mower blade. You'll hear obviously the mower blades coming on. I'm going to do a quick mow. So as you can see, the mower itself does a nice cut. It dropped it down to about 3 1/4 inches, and it's pretty smooth and does a pretty good job. One of the nice advantages of having a smaller 30-inch width mowing deck is the fact that I can go through a 36-inch standard width gate. And that solves a lot of problems for me. So Aaron, you should stand over here so you can catch me as I go through, right? One of the things that I wanted to show you the speed, as well as the fact that the one thing that the mower does lack is really any real significant amount of suspension. So if you've got bumpy ride, you got to be aware of that. So hopefully the land is pretty even. One of the things that I wanted to mention again, in case it wasn't clear earlier, is that apart from the PTO switch after the unit is on, you've also got the reverse caution module, or basically the reverse mowing switch, which allows you to mow in reverse. So if you turn it on and you try going backwards, the unit turns off. Look what happens when I turn it on. Now I can mow in reverse. One of the things that I wanted to try to convey to you folks is how much of a joy this is actually to mow the lawn again. It's so simple just to get into the mower, start it. It's about gasoline, about maintaining oil changes. It's just a hoot. It's just fun. It just brings the fun back into mowing the lawn again, if you could believe that. The fact that you can hear me over the mowing blades again is a testament to how relatively quiet it is as a mower. There's a certain amount of bumpiness because of the lack of suspension, but then again, given the size of the mower itself, it's good enough. At this point, probably should talk a little bit about my final thoughts so far in my experience with the mower. I've probably can tell by now, I've had a lot of fun with it. Seems to be operating relatively well. It has a couple of items that you probably should be aware of. Probably the same for the gas-powered mower. I don't have the gas-powered mower. It has three key main safety switches. There's one on here, which is in case the chute itself gets pushed off when you mow. There's one underneath the seat, which just turned off the mower because I got off of the off the mower. And then there's a when you start it, you've got to depress the brake switch, and the computer itself on the VCM will tell you to do all these steps. It also is pretty smart. If there's an error or there's some sort of a fault, it'll come back and it'll do a quick diagnosis to tell you what it thinks should be looked at. So again, some advantages of the electric powered one that you don't you may not get on the gas version. So far, as I said, I've had pretty good success with it. Only time will tell whether or not the upfront investment, is really worth the overall joy and experience of the mower itself. so far it seems to be operating extremely well. One of the things that I may do an update on later on is how well that rust preventative worked on the mower deck itself to try to keep some of the grass and so forth. I only mow the grass when it's dry. I never mow a wet grass, so hopefully that will keep down some of that as well. Anyway, that's all for now.